Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka. Welcome to my channel. In my previous series of Orchestrator API using Postman, you learned what is an API, what is Postman, and how to use Postman to test an API. Then we have learned how we can get the process data, how we can get the logs, how we can run the specific process through API, and how we can get or create a queue, assets, queue item, and so on using Orchestrator API. So whatever task that I have just talked about, we have tested in Postman using Orchestrator API so that we could invoke these tasks from any other application. But what if we want to invoke the similar task or play with the orchestrator data from our UiPath Studio only? So you might think, is it possible? And my answer will be yes, it is. So I guess you're clear with the agenda now. In today's video, I'm going to show you the demo of one task where we will be invoking our Orchestrator API from Studio itself. So I'll explain you the use case later, but till let's have a brief about Orchestrator API. So UiPath is providing set of Orchestrator API to access Orchestrator data like logs, queues, assets, and so on, and allow us to perform a different tasks such as running a job, creating queue, creating, updating asset, and much more. So that we are going to see in my next video. So UiPath are providing a wonderful document on how we can access each request to use Orchestrator API. If you can see here, we have a lot of API for each part of Orchestrator. Like we can access our assets, we can access our machine, logs, process, queue, etc. So you can get the link of this document in a description box, and I'm referring the document throughout my series. UiPath is also providing one activity for easy and direct access to Orchestrator API, which is Orchestrator HTTP request activity. So you might have seen this activity under Orchestrator, then API of activity panel. So you might say that there is one more activity, which is HTTP request. Is that same? Or is there any difference between these two? So I'll tell you. Orchestrator HTTP request activity is used to call Orchestrator API and allow us to handle orchestrator data related to process, robot, jobs, asset, queues, etc. Also, it takes a relative endpoint to call an API. So don't worry about the term relative endpoint. So you'll get to know in my next video. On the other hand, HTTP request can be used to call any other endpoint. So now we are clear with the Orchestrator API and the difference between Orchestrator HTTP request activity and HTTP request activity. So we'll move on to our use case. So in one of the video of my previous series, we have seen that how to create queue item and add that into a specific queue. So we have also tested the same using Postman. The same thing we are going to do in some time, but by making it little interesting. So we are going to ask a user to enter a queue name, priority, and how many items user want to add into that particular queue using UiPath form. And accordingly, it will ask to enter the item data, and our bot will add that data entered by user to the queue using Orchestrator API. Here, we are not using any other activity such as add queue item to add an item to the queue. So this could be also another way to add item to queue. And with the help of UiPath form, we can make it a dynamic also. So this is my queue and I want to add employee data in my first API queue. So it's a demo time. So let's go ahead and run the process to see how it works. So this is the form in which user need to give some input, which is queue name, in which user want to add data. So I'll say that my queue name as first API queue. Then priority, which is a priority of that item. Let's say high. Then the number of content or field user want to add. As of now, I have set the limit to 4. So maximum 4 we can add into in this demo. So let's select 4. And according to the number you selected, it will show you the text box to enter the content of that item. You have selected 4, so it is showing a 4 queue item and their values. So 1 will get 1. So let's enter the data. Let's say I want to add a employee data. So name, then age, then phone number, and let's say address. So for example, so now we have to submit our form by clicking on the submit button, and it will call an orchestrator API and it will add the item into queue. As we can see here, we got the status code, which is 201. That means our object or our resources has been created. So our workflow has finished its execution and our data has been added to queue. So let's go ahead and see the queue. As you can see, our item got added into the queue successfully. So let's view the transaction and view detail. So our transaction has been created successfully. So that's all for now, but if you want to implement the same or maybe more, like how we can get the process, how we can get the logs, and how we can get queues, asset, and even how we can run the job from Studio using Orchestrator API. So stay tuned with me. In my upcoming video, I'm going to show you the same. And till then, happy learning. Thank you.